Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Whenever you come across this video, thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of time with me. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the likes, shares, and subscribes. Everyone who is booking, making purchases off the website, pledges to the Patreon, sending things to the P.O. box, purchases off the wish list, tipping the Clarista, and donations to the GoFundMe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys so much. I love you so much. Um, okay, so I hope that everyone is feeling well today. And I love you guys so much. So, very interesting kind of during the pre-shuffle. I didn't really necessarily pick it up any downloads other than like what's right in front of my face. It was interesting. So I pre-shuffled all these decks, and I'm not sure that I'm necessarily going to use them. Um, but it was funny. I noticed like probably like halfway through how I'd like this deck right here, I pre-shuffled. Okay, I wish you guys could see the view. And I put it over here by itself, and it's this King of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles with the Five of Cups. Okay, so either there is a masculine energy that's feeling alone, or there's a couple that's feeling alone. And the way that this deck is kind of, that would be terrible to be like in a relationship and still feel alone. Been there, but like, that just kind of hit me here. But it's like this is over here by itself. Now over here, okay, I've got several decks, and this is just how I felt guided to kind of like set them up. And, shuffled all of them. And this is what showed up on the bottom of these decks. So I feel like there's either one person, King of Pentacles, or a couple. For all of you, it's going to be different. Okay, that is observing, or there's like some sort of distance between the two of you. And I feel like these two are feeling a little bit left out, a little bit upset, a little bit lonely, a little bit sad, especially with the moon being underneath that. And then over here, listen to what came up on the top of the deck. We have freedom, gift, love, healer, back to the future, chariot, ace of cups, the strength, the magician, and fail abundantly. Whoa. So, collective, there is somebody that is either observing here, okay, or they're seeing. It's like there's something about you that's very plentiful, okay, and with that Back to the Future, right, I don't remember all of the details of that movie or any of them per se, but I do know, time machine is a pretty big deal. But also, I feel like with Back to the Future, this is you reclaiming your past, and stepping into some sort of destiny here. Okay. And with the fail abundantly, it's like maybe you've had to, I heard you, you got me tripping. Oh, stumbling. Oh, right. You may have stumbled along the way here. Okay. I've been hearing that song all morning, so it makes sense. And these people could have watched you, kind of trip and stumble, but it's like, come on, with the strength, the Ace of Cups, the Magician, the Chariot, like the freedom, the gift, the healer and love. Man, what an energy, okay? What an energy, collective. All right, so let's dive in. Let's go a little bit further. I just feel like this was like a, maybe a preface, or maybe just a confirmation for somebody that it's like, or maybe just I heard a reminder. Maybe there's a reminder. Somebody needs to be reminded kind of the space that you have brought yourself to, or that you have co-created with the divine, or, however that looks for you here. Okay. Yeah, because it's been challenging, right? Because I picked this deck up and we've got adversity here with grief and lonely. What's that song? Maybe at the crossroads. You won't be lonely. I picked up on that song in a personal the other day, so this is probably definitely a message for you too, darling. Yeah, with trust. We have grief here, okay? Underneath this adversity and this loneliness, this is their energy. Okay, so there's a couple or there's somebody that's going through some sort of challenges. And the grief says, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Whoever this is, I feel like they feel as though they've lost you, okay, in some type of way. This it doesn't have to be romantic, right? This could be your parents that I'm picking up on with the King and Queen of Pentacles, or it could be like I'm picking up on too, it could be like a sibling and maybe their spouse, or but yeah, there's an energy of, and then we have this loneliness here. So somebody is going through some sort of challenging time when it comes to losing you, it feels like, especially with this like energy that you're in here now, right? It could be that maybe you walked away from whoever this is. This could be like a friend and their spouse, or like it could be like an ex, or it could be, this could be a lot of different people. You could have walked away a long time ago, but it seems like as far as the timing, this could have been somebody that you just recently really healed from. Like maybe you forgave them and you cut that energetic cord, or you could have just done some sort of cord cutting. And so naturally, when you pull away from somebody, it's kind of, there's a, like a, oftentimes there will be like that, like they can feel that, right? Like they can feel that, and it will, cause them to kind of, bring more attention your way. Or there's something about like, it's like somebody is beginning to feel your absence is what this feels like. Okay. Somebody or a couple or something. And again, you could have walked away from these people a long time ago, but they're feeling it now. Okay. So again, you definitely could have like, healed from this person, forgave this person, and cut that energetic tie. A lot of you may be feeling that, especially with this like moon underneath here, right? Like this recent full moon with the Six of Wands underneath that. Yeah, you've had some sort of victory in seeing through Seven of Swords, some sort of illusion when it came to these people, right? And that I feel like is the healing. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Here we go, here we go, here we go now. All right, look, grief came out. And that song, meet me at the crossroads. You won't be lonely, right? This is you, like, I feel like that's also an energy of, maybe in the past you gave this somebody an opportunity, like, listen, like, kind of, can you meet me halfway? Right at the borderline is where I'm gonna wait for you. Yeah, this is somebody who would typically want you to go out of your way for them, right? And that's funny because I channeled that song yesterday. I put it in my notes, but I forgot. Got busy with the kids and whatnot. But yeah. So it's like it's like you are standing 10 toes down on, listen, I care about you, right? But I'm going to be right here. I'm not crossing this border. I'm not crossing this boundary. I respect myself enough to stay right here. And if you can meet me halfway, right? Whether this be on just like, I don't know, whatever it is, right? It could be through some sort of disagreement, or like maybe even like somebody owning up to, the fact, I don't know. I don't know what this is, but it's like, you're not maybe in the past, right, these people expected you, or you would have, like I said, gone all the way, right? You're not doing that anymore. You know, and I don't think I'm talking about physical transportation. I feel like I'm talking about energetically, emotionally, spiritually. You know, some of you, it may be actual transportation and maybe like in the physical, right? But it's like, you're not going out of your way for this person or these people anymore. And it is felt. Okay, I also heard it is seen. Okay, it is recognized. But this is an opportunity for them to appreciate something because they feel like they're losing it, right? It being you, my bad. Yep, relationships. Exactly. Zachary might be significant. Somebody's name could be Zachary. Relationships with blame. I accept responsibility for my own well-being. This person could be blaming you. I don't feel like you're blaming them at all. I just think that you're at this level of self-respect where it's like, no, like, no, you're gonna meet me halfway. Okay, it is what it is. And then we have love. Exactly. I feel like you are, this is your energy here. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things, right? So there's almost this energy collective where it's like, I don't feel like you're necessarily like waiting at the borderline. Like, again, it feels energetic, right? It's like, you know, I'm going to go ahead and cut you off energetically, okay? But it's not to say, okay, that when you finally do decide, because this person, whoever this is, maybe they have a significant role in your life, okay? Maybe there's some sort of connection or something like that. And even if it's not, even if it's like an energy of like, if you one day decide to own up, right, to accept responsibility for your position and where we are now, right? Or, you know, then cool, right? Like, again, I don't necessarily feel like any of you are going to be like, you know, going back to these people or anything like that, right? There is just this understanding of like, yeah, I see you. I see you, but I see me too, right? So I get what you're doing. I get what you're going through. But I've already overcome that. And so I'm not going to accommodate your feelings or to make sure that you feel better or to, you know, it's your responsibility. I'm picking up, it's you, this is your energy as far as like you are, you know, letting this person know it's your responsibility to fulfill yourself, to, you know, make yourself happy, to, there's like this energy of like you may have taken on some sort of emotional responsibility from this person, right? Like you took responsibility maybe when you were younger or something for this person's emotions. And again, I feel like you've grown out of that and you're holding very strong, steady boundaries here. Yeah, we have balance and discipline with trust, and forgiveness underneath that. Exactly. Yeah, this person may, I don't know, they could be in denial here, but, you know, that could very well be it, that they're in some sort of denial, but they are experiencing grief. For a lot of you, it may just be in denial when it comes to you, right? Like this person's not going to tell you. I don't know who that is. Yeah. Okay. Tell me about this grief, please. Let me get one on the grief. It feels like these people, yeah. Whoa. Maybe feel, again, there's like this loneliness or feeling like they're on an island or like they, or this person in particular. Talking about this relationships here. And for whatever reason, I feel like I need to like remind like that, it doesn't feel like physical travel. It feels like energetically, emotionally, you know? Okay, on the meet me halfway thing. And love, love. Yeah, these people might be in the mindset that I feel like they may be a little emotionally immature, or this person, for whatever reason, I feel like I'm picking up on, a couple of people here, but they could be, there's this energy of saying, that you feel, you must think that you're better than them, or like, there's something, it's like they're blaming your success or your achievements, um, as far as why you won't like you won't disrespect your own boundaries. They feel like it's because, and again, this comes from emotional immaturity, but they feel like it's because, oh, collective, they have all this going on over here, right? Because even if maybe you don't feel like it, but there's some people that are seeing you in this kind of energy here. And it has to do with how far you've come, your evolution over time, your healing, all of those things, right? But it's like, you know, you've outgrown some people, I would say, for sure. It definitely emotionally, probably spiritually as well. But it's like, again, with this love here, it's like, you know, you hold space for them, but you're not going to waste your time. It's like it's sure, I'll love you from a distance. I'm gonna love you from a distance. But I'm gonna continue doing what the fuck I gotta do to keep going, right? Like, I don't know, there's just yeah, but these people are definitely blaming like your lifestyle. They're blaming anything and everything, but accepting responsibility for the things that they did or didn't do, right? Like, but for whatever reason, but they are, it's like they're grieving you. Yeah. Okay. Around this love. So they may be having a hard time, because it's like they're grieving, but they're not accepting responsibility, right? So, yeah, these could be like old friends, right? That maybe you knew when you were younger, and you could have got yourself out of some sort of situation that maybe they're still in, or um to the divine feminines out there, well, and probably divine masculines, I do feel like there is this energy of also, whether you realize it or not, I feel like you've got some attention here, and we've been picking up on that quite a bit. There's an energy of, I feel like you're looking good. You know what I mean? I feel like you're looking good. Okay. You've got some sort of attention, here, people just noticing you, or, there's kind of this energy of like a little bit of like options, possibly coming your way. But I do feel like too, like with this relationships and this Isley brothers, it feels like you have a lot of maybe you're coming into a time, or you're going to be coming into a time where there is support, or there are supportive people, right, that are outside of these people. And I think too that's something that's maybe these people maybe didn't realize that you would find love or support, or whatever it is, through other avenues, right, through other people, because these people don't know how to love themselves. Of course they would be closed off to the fact that other people would love you. They can't see their own value, therefore they can't recognize your value, right? Again, it's like this energy of hmm. I just heard there's something that they don't understand. Something that they don't understand. I also just remembered that I forgot to put deodorant on after my shower this morning. And that's super random, but my armpits are sticky. That's so gross. Okay. I really want to go put on deodorant, but I'm going to wait. Okay. Tell me about this. Guys, that's so personal. Okay. Tell me about this poetic justice, please. Mm-hmm. The Isley brothers. Yeah, there's almost this energy of like, they've really put a lot of, it seems like, whoever this person or these people were, I feel like you carried a lot, of their emotional pain, of their trauma, of their whatever, right? I feel like you carried a lot of it, and it makes me feel like, you are letting that go. You know what I mean? It's like, but the biggest thing is it's like you continue to fly even with that weight for an extended amount of time. So there's this energy of being able to defy gravity, okay? Oh God, don't quit your daydream, mind your monkey business. I feel like the divine is, yeah. For some reason, I feel like these people are getting the message of like, that it feels like they've been watching you, or like they, whatever it is, but it feels like they're getting the message of like, okay, are you done yet? Are you sad enough yet? Right? Like, clearly collective is doing okay without you. Actually, from what they can tell, you're really doing great. So, you know, did you break your own heart enough or what? You know what I mean? Like, there's this energy of, you know, if you would just mind your own business for a minute, you could probably get to where collective is, right? Like that type of energy, emotionally, spiritually, all those different things. Um, yeah. But for whatever reason, these people they got their eye on you, which sounds very similar to I put a spell on you. Yeah, and they're drawing me back to that defy gravity where I was picking up that energy of like a real heavy weight being on your back here. But you're strong as shit because you flew anyways. You know what I mean? Okay, remember your crown, Queen. Let's get a couple of that. And then we're going to pull from the deck that their energy is clearly in to see. Hello, thank you. Yeah. I also feel like this is progression within you, right? There was a time where maybe you too were grieving, right? Whether it be your own grief or, you know, again, you were carrying quite a bit. A lot of you accepted, you know, responsibility for this person's emotions and how they feel, whether it be intentionally or unintentionally. And because you have, you know, released that, right? There's been some sort of justice. Then there was a period of time in which you remembered your crown, right? You crowned yourself here. And now you're stepping into this Ace of Cups over here, right? Second Ace of Cups that is showing up here, which is happiness, abundance, fulfillment, joy, overflow, okay? New spiritual gifts probably, stability. Oh, look at that. Then we got the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, there it is. Manifestation, prosperity, stability, you know, security. Security! I don't know. I don't know why. So, I don't know why I came through like that, all right? So some of you may need to clear out the energy, okay? Just cleanse your space, cleanse your home, cleanse your aura, okay? You know, it's really important for good. I was explaining this to Zyla the other day. She goes, Mom, why do you cleanse so much? And I said, because it's like spiritual hygiene, right? It's just as important as brushing your teeth. Because we go out into the world, and not from a place of judgment, but we just, you know, we just accidentally bring stuff home, right? And this is our sanctuary. This is our safe space. This is where it's meant to be clear and clean. And she was like, oh shit, okay. So it's like there's something about maybe leveling up your spiritual hygiene, you know what I mean, like as far as that goes, and like keeping your aura cleansed and your house cleansed. And again, it doesn't necessarily have to be that anyone is sending anything your way. It could just simply be that, you know, you are very empathic. You are it is easy for you to pick up people's energy throughout your day. Okay, tell me about this. Defy gravity. And okay, again, too, there is this energy of, I'm now kind of, when I'm getting these cards, sorry, I just keep shuffling, but I'm just trying to get two more. Thank you. I see very clear, it's like almost the divine is showing me where you have evolved as well. You know what I mean? Like where you have, and it's like the divine is showing me like through their eyes where they see, you know, this is what they're seeing, right? They're seeing it's like, we have love with the Eight of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. You know, again, there could have been a time where you were like, you know, in some sort of grief, but there's been some sort of justice. You put your crown on, you straighten that up, right? Then you kind of stepped into this overflow, right? In the past, your relationships could have been very much, whether romantic or not, like, you know, romantic relationships could have been a little lusty, a little sexualized, little codependent, right? Or codependent relationships and platonic relationships, or just unhealthy in general, right? But this is an energy of you shifting, and you know, that could have been like a main focus for you. And then again, there's like that space of like, you know, I love you, but I love me more, and I've got to focus on me, right? That's where that don't quit your daydream kind of energy comes through. It's like, I'm not gonna stop here, right? Like focusing on me, developing, building, growing, evolving. And then we have this Ace of Pentacles, right? Manifestation, prosperity, stability, again, security. I don't know why. I don't know why it's going through that way, right? And then we have the blame, right? Where it's like this energy of like, you know, I think, I don't want to say everyone went through a time of, but if you were raised by people who were emotionally immature and maybe saw themselves as victim to their environment, you could have picked up on that, right? I think, you know, it's pretty typical for people to go through a phase of life where maybe they didn't accept, rather than accepting their own responsibility to, you know, in creating their environment, right? They're, you know, they maybe, because that's an energy of not knowing that you have control, right? That it kind of feels like an unawakened state as far as like just accepting the things that are happening, not recognizing that they're happening for you, right? So there's been clear evolution in the fact that you take responsibility for your shit, right? For whatever, okay? And that's also very clear in your healing, because we have this defy gravity, right? Because of that, you have released this weight, right? Like, I accept my responsibility in situations, but I don't accept responsibility for your actions or your emotions or things like that, that type of energy here, okay? And, you know, the more that you kind of release this weight of, you know, other people or these people in particular, how they feel about you or how they think about you, or, you know, kind of tiptoeing around their feelings or their emotions, you're bringing in a lot more, you know, choices and ambitions and options. It's like you're kind of expanding your horizons in a way, okay? And then we have this love, right? Where I feel like there was at one point like just this unconditional, and not to say that your love is not unconditional, but almost naive in a way at some point for some people, right? And that kind of, you got kind of caught up, it caused, you know, a little craziness once you started minding your own business, okay? There's Knight of Cups, there's forward movement, and you know, doing things that you love, focusing on what you're doing and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's literally like these different areas in your life where people are, you know, these people are in particular, again, for whatever reason, they feel lonely, they feel left out, they feel, yeah, because will you meet me halfway, right at the borderline is where I'm gonna wait. Yeah, because you are 10 toes down on that boundary. Right? So it's like this energy of, you know, you kind of creating a life on that boundary, you know, and there's just people that have been waiting for you to, you know, kind of, it's almost like they were expecting for you to eventually get lonely, or for you to, you know, eventually just say F it, right? If they just sit over there and wait, oh, they'll return. Collective will come back, you know. They'll get sick of whatever, or they'll, you know, they'll get sad, or I don't know what they're assuming, but you're not, and it's almost like this energy of like, if we're thinking metaphorically, right? Like I said, it's like you just kind of, you build a boundary, and you build a life on your side of that boundary. And so if they want to sit over there and do whatever, that's fine by you, because you're not sitting around waiting for this person to meet you halfway. You're like, listen, I don't ever expect you to meet me halfway, so I'm going to continue living my life. And if you want to be sad about it, you can be sad about it. Yeah, Judgment card, the devil, which is exactly that, right? These people, or this person, is chained. They're tied down. They're restricted. They're emotionally unavailable. Yeah. All right. Let's get a couple here. Hey. Oh. Yeah, I just heard, we've all had our reckless days. And I don't mean, I don't want anyone, if you've been, I don't know, anyways. And I don't know why that came through like that. Like, I don't know. Anyways. Either it resonates or it doesn't resonate. It is what it is. Oh. Yeah, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so like I said, this could be family. We have the Magician. That's coming out on that Ace of Cups. Okay, so it really makes me feel like you're manifesting. There could be some sort of, windfall of money, or just some sort of, like I said, stability, security. Okay, then we have the Queen of Wands with the Empress. Yeah, this is you, again, 10 toes down, confident, strong, right? They're both sitting here like, listen, I built a whole life over here on the other side of this boundary. Yeah. Look, Ace of Cups. Again, that's the third Ace of Cups. Okay? Coming out here. That's a heart chakra awakening if I ever showed it. Okay? If I ever showed one, it's right here. Emotional balance too, right? Like, just feels like a fresh start energetically, right? Emotionally, spiritually. Again, there's some sort of, especially with the Ace of Cups coming out with the High Priestess, shit, your spiritual gifts are intensifying is what I heard. They are intensifying, getting stronger, developing, growing. Yeah. And, again, yeah, it's almost, what I feel like? I feel like a lot of you are at this point in your life where you're kind of, it almost, these two right here, this Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups, feels like we're at a drive-through. Like, and you're looking at the menu, right? If we're at the drive-through of life, okay, and you're looking at the menu, and there's all these options of where you could go next. That's what it feels like you're currently in at this point, of like this energy of like, well, what do I want? You know what I mean? Like, I literally feel like I'm at a drive-through. And that's where you're at, collective. That's the space that you're in right now. Of, kind of this, again, it feels like you have an opportunity to order up, your next adventure, your next endeavor, your next, what comes next for you. Because I feel like for a lot of you, you're in a space where it's like, um, really you can go in several different directions, or like, with the magician here, you really know how to manifest some shit. You really are good at co-creating with the divine. And I think it's because you are so close with the divine. I don't think, I know. I know. It's like, you have gotten really close with your spiritual team, and there's been I feel like, some time where, what they're kind of giving me the impression of. It's almost like a sports team, or like a, it's like maybe at the beginning, right, when you first awakened and you started getting to know your spiritual team. It was almost like, getting to know your team and learning how to function together, and um, and things may have been kind of rough at first, but it seems, I heard seamless. It's seamless at this point. Okay. You guys are out here, you know, making goals left and right. Yeah, look. Here's the boundary. Is exactly what I was talking about. It's like, I'm going to put these sticks right here, and I will know when you're ready to meet me at this boundary. But until then, I'm going to go live my life. I got a drive through to catch. You know what I mean? Oh, somebody might be going. Do they still do like drive through movies in the cold? But maybe I'm picking up on somewhere where it's not necessarily like cold, cold. Um, yeah. For whatever reason, I do feel like this person or these people could have, been involved in starting cycles that, are illusions, or things like that here. Okay. Just kind of like casting illusions of like lack or whatever over your life. For whatever reason, I just also heard infidelity. That's very specific. Um, but a lot of those illusions, right? That was their own trauma, their own emotional pain, their own shit, okay, that they just projected here. So, anyways, oh shit. You know what I just heard too? I heard order up. Okay, so some of you already went through the drive-through and you ordered some shit. And I heard order up, and then I heard like the little ding, the bell, like in an old cafe, right? When they're like order up, bing. So, collective, some of you, it's like there's a manifestation coming in. You're being encouraged to maybe even like, you know, like uh maybe add to the order, right? They're like, would you like fries with that? Or would you like, do you want an apple pie? Would you like, some bacon wrapped asparagus? Would you like some zucchini? Would you like some chicken parmesan? Would you like, I don't know. I don't know. But anyways. So that's kind of what it feels like. Would you like dessert? I don't know. Chicken and noodles. You want some fried chicken, right? Do you want some mashed potatoes or some green beans? Maybe some pumpkin pie. I don't know. But that's kind of this energy I feel like you're in. Yeah, I just heard meatloaf. Are you just thinking about food or what? I must be picking up on somebody very specific because I feel like I'm picking up on like good like country cooking, which is what I was raised on. Well, my grandma at my dad's house, we had the same shit every. My brother had to have mashed potatoes every night. It didn't matter if we were having freaking enchiladas. The boy had mashed potatoes, and they were uh, the flake ones. I couldn't stand mashed potatoes for the longest time. I like them now. Now I make them homemade, and they're very good. But anyways, sorry, little rant. Um, yeah. Ooh, yum, Holly. That sounds good. Biscuits and gravy are probably one of my favorite. Ooh, that's gonna be so good, Holly. You should post the recipe on the website, dude. Yeah, if you guys have any good recipes, post that shit on the website because my kids and I are bored too with what we eat all the time. So, if you want, don't feel obligated, obviously, but if you want and you have time and there's like a good recipe that you think that the kids and I would enjoy, or anyone else in the community for that matter, share that shit. Yes, Michelle, I'm so excited. Absolutely, Shelly. I agree. And I love a good home cooked freaking comfort meal. Yeah, that's what it should be called, comfort food. Sign me up because I'm with it. Hi, Nadia. So glad you're here. It's okay. You don't. You guys are like. You always mention being late. You guys are always on time. I just show up. Soul food for Soul Tribe. That's cute. I like that. YouTube's glitchy today. I'm not surprised. Pulled chicken for sure. I'm not a coleslaw girly. Yeah, I like meals from scratch too. I will say I'm really bad about when because the thing is like the kids and I have a hard time. Okay, so yesterday, let me tell you about my experience yesterday. I had this realization, okay? Um, I am always trying to accommodate them, right? I'm always trying to make sure that they are, even down to like dinners or things like that. And so I was like, Mom, quit making me something about like making her make my decisions. And although I didn't realize I was doing that, um, she's totally right. She's totally right. And so she may regret saying that because now I'm just gonna start making food. And if they eat, they eat. And if they don't, they don't. Because usually, um, I need to put on deodorant. But usually, I may actually go do that really quick since the reading's over. But because usually I'm like, what do you guys want for dinner? Right? And I'm trying to accommodate because, the three of us, it's not a big deal to. But, you know, she's right. So I will, Kels. I agree, Michelle. That's what I'm gonna start doing. That's what I'm gonna start doing because she even made a comment. She was like, "You let Michael run your life." I don't know what he was doing. Oh, because I got that download about Michael yesterday, and I was correct about something, and he had a really rough morning with his dad, and so I let him open a Christmas present earlier. And she originally thought that he had like talked me into it. And I was like, no, I offered that shit because first, of course, I emotionally consoled him and made him feel better and all those things. But then also, too, I'm one of those people when I get people things, I'm so excited, right? Like I just want to give them it to. So it was like a moment where I was like, oh, probably shouldn't have done that. But anyway, she was like, you let him run your life. I was like, I let both of you run my life. Anyways, silly little conversations. But yeah, so I'll be taking all the recipes that I can get. Um, and we're going to switch some things up. No, thank you. Michelle, yeah. Do you Flo? Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's hard not to, right? I hated the meals that we had every week. They were the same. It was the same shit every week, it seemed like. And so, I just try to keep in mind, the experiences that I have and like had and like just try to, even down to the meals, right? Like but she's right, right? Like, I just need to, and if she doesn't like the decisions that I make, well, then, she should have just kept her mouth shut. But I'm sure I'll still continue to cater to them. That's crazy, Kels. Exactly, Michelle. I say that all the time because that was my dad growing up. He was a very picky eater, and my grandma, she would make a meal, and if he didn't like what she cooked, he had a peanut butter sandwich. And I say that to Michael all the time because he's more picky than Zyla. Zyla's like, she's broadened her horizons when it comes to food and things like that. But I still just there's something inside of me that can't. It's like I'm fully capable of making him a meal. Like so, like why not? But it's correct. It's correct. Oh no! Oh no! My foot! My foot just grabbed up and it hurt so bad. Okay, we're good. It's back. I agree 100%, Shelly. Because if Michael could, he would eat all sugar. I'm dying. That's so sweet. You're such a good sister. Zyla would be like, fend for yourself. Ooh, Holly, taco soup. I think that's something that definitely Zai and I could get behind. Um, yeah, I don't know. Michael is not a taco person. That's what I'm saying. He literally is like a nothing person. He likes shrimp. That's the best protein I can get him to eat. Um, he likes rice, which is good, but even, even still, that's, veggies. He don't like, he doesn't like any vegetables. None. It doesn't matter how I cook them. It doesn't matter. So, um, I would like a juicer. I had a juicer once, but I feel like juicing the veggies would probably be a good idea. I talk about it all the time, but I just keep trying. He's a big pasta person, but he doesn't like meat sauce. So, anyways, it's a challenge, but I should probably just take notes from my grandmother. Cheese sauce on his veggies? Maybe. He's not a saucy person. He eats everything dry. I might try it though. We'll see. Shelly, we did do a heavy metal detox on him actually last year. Um, and I feel like I did see some improvement for sure. Maybe we should do it again. Tanya, I feel like that makes sense as far as food sensitivity. Did he like the fried rice? Die. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, then we can start that back up. I probably need to reorder the drops because there was like two different, I forget what they are. It's been a while, but two different things that we were giving them. But I'll definitely get back get back started on that because yeah, it's rough. So, but anyways, guys, okay, we're at about an hour. Um, sorry. Okay. I will. I will definitely, Michelle. Yep, that's what we have. I wonder if it's still on my. Hold on, let me go see if I have it. And I'm gonna put on deodorant. Hold on. No, I think I threw them away. I think I threw them away because one of them, I think for whatever reason, Brad put chocolate in it to make it taste better or something, but I feel like they tasted like nothing, so that didn't really make sense to me, but I went along with it. Right, that's kind of what I thought. I was like, what are we doing here? But I can't control everything that goes on over there. Dye, I'm pretty sure you can just put Celtic salt straight at, like a little bit in your water every day. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. You can just like sprinkle a little bit in your water. You're welcome. Um, you guys want to hear a funny story? This morning, Michael and I cut his hair with the dog trimmers. I have this like, please don't judge me, but I have this dog grooming thing that has a vacuum on it. I'll show you. So it's like one of these things right here. Okay. Anyways, so Michael's been really needing a haircut, and I've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. And yeah. So we cut his hair like that. No, he was not yapping at the neighbors yet, but yeah, it was hilarious. At first he was like, "No, Mom, we're not gonna use the dog trimmers," and then he like went and looked at his hair in the mirror, and he was like, "Get the dog trimmers," and I was like, "That's what I thought." I had to do it, you know. I don't have any regular clippers. I should probably get some for his hair. Usually I take him to get it done. Um, but I just haven't had the, like the extra cash or whatever. But he still needs it, like he still needs his haircut. So it was funny. He was late to school by a couple minutes, but it was funny. Good thing I remember enough from cosmetology school to fade him up and look pretty decent. So, yeah, it was silly. He did pretty good. That's so funny. Anyways, guys. So, all right, I'm gonna jump. My ear just started ringing. Probably got all kinds of things to do. Um, I love you guys so much. Um, yeah, and when yep, that's so funny, Shelley, that you're saying that because yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Okay, guys, listen, I love you so much. Have a fantastic day, and maybe back on in a little bit. I do not know. I don't know where the day is going to take me. But I love you. I love you. I love you. Oh, I love Jess. I love that, Jess. It's the spirit that matters, right? If you can, one thing that the kids and I have been trying to do is go see as many Christmas lights as we can. Get a little hot chocolate and do that. So, but that kind of helps with the Christmas spirit a little bit. I'm sure your tree is beautiful. Okay, I love you. I love you. I love you. Have a fantastic day.